Excuse me. Good morning.
Nice to meet you too. Okay. First, can I have your name, please?
Oh, I'm Rodrigo.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, then first, tell me about yourself.
Well, I think I'm the perfect candidate for this job. I'm applying for this engineering job because since I was a child, I had a great passion for engineering. Also, I have a lot of family support. I mean, my father is an engineer, my cousins are all engineers, all my aunts are engineers, and even my brother is an engineer, so I got a lot of family support. And also, I graduated at a great university with really good grades. So I think I'm a really good candidate to do it.
Okay, so what are your goals in the short time?
You know, in the short time, I'm intending to get used to the company. I intend to get along well with my co-workers and, well, basically get used to the protocols and see how the company works, get used to your schedules and your time of working, basically this.
So then, what are your goals in the long term?
In the long time, besides getting along well with my co-workers, I'm intending to do a great career on the job, make good decisions for the enterprise, being promoted, and of course get money. That's an important factor too.
Then, could you tell me what is your biggest accomplishments?
My biggest accomplishment? I think until now my biggest accomplishment was to graduate in the Federal University of Bahia, the place I study at. You know, it's really hard to enter the university because a lot of people tries its test to enter it, and it's even more difficult to graduate there. The subjects are very hard and the teachers, you know, they really care about us, so they apply really difficult tests and this kind of stuff. And while I was studying to graduate, I was also in a very difficult internship. Was in a big enterprise, and this internship took a lot of time. I had the chance to accompany to see a building being constructed in all its phases. So I think it helped me a lot and probably was my biggest accomplishment.
So what was your hardest decision in your last job?
In my last job, my last boss, he used to be a very occupied guy, busy guy, and he used to travel a lot. So most of the time I was by myself in our work. So I was in charge of everything while he wasn't there. So I needed to make really hard decisions. For example, once some guys from the government went there and said the papers weren't okay, you know, all the bureaucracy. And then they told me we should stop the building for a few days. And it was a really hard decision to make because I didn't know what my boss would think about it if I just stopped at everything. And this was probably my hardest decision till now.
Okay. So, what are you looking for in this job?
You know, in this job, I'm looking for a chance to do a great career as an engineer. I'm looking for a chance to grow up, to get a lot of promotions and make a lot of money. I'm looking for a chance to do great decisions for the company, to make huge buildings, and basically to help the company as much as I can, as you will help me as much as you can.
So that's so nice. Then can you work under pressure and with tight deadline schedules?
Oh yeah, I believe that. You know, as I said, my last boss, he was a very busy guy, so he was traveling all the time, and my internship was the one in charge. So can you imagine a student needing to do the work of an engineer? So it was a lot of pressure. And also our company, my boss, the great boss of the company, he was always shortening the schedule, so we had really few time to do with it. So I can say I'm used to this kind of stuff.
your strong points?
My strong point, I think I'm really easygoing, and that's an important thing in engineer because you deal with a lot of people. So the engineer must not only be easygoing but also a leader. You need to understand how to deal with people. You need to have a lot of important things of leadership. And I think that's a strong point of mine. I mean, in my last job, most of my coworkers were also best friends to me. Until now, we're still in touch with each other just because we get along well in the job. I think that's my strong point.
Then, can I have your weakness?
I think my weakness is that I am too perfectionist. Sometimes I do things in a really hard way, and some people doesn't agree with it. And if people don't follow my perfection, I just get upset and I have to deal with it. Sometimes this can be a strong point, but most of the time I think it's a weakness.
Then, last question is, why did you leave your last job?
Well, actually, I didn't leave. It was an internship, and during internships in engineering, you can just have a contract of 2 years. So this time is just expired. I was there for 2 years, so I didn't have a choice. I just needed to leave to graduate. So I didn't actually leave.
Then why you choose this company and not choose that internship?
Well, this company here is bigger. My father worked here, and he told me that it's a great place to work, and I'm intending to follow his steps. So that's why I'm here.